Welcome back to another battle, everybody. Today we are playing progressive. No, I lied. Pause. We're playing fixed capitals on the Waterloo map. We're playing as the green player out of the third position, and this is our Sunday series where we play other people's settings. I couldn't tell you who the lobby host is on this one, and I really have truly no idea. I have a 1 point hold over this little bonus here. That's a +2 in Ranson Woods. It opens up into more of the board beyond that. Not a ton of material over there. Have this as well. This is a greater 1 point over this entire back area. I don't love that. Red is right here. Red's going to have a really quick take on that +2 in East Plansnois. I'm not really eyeing anything on the left side. Blue probably goes on this 4 here. Not a whole lot to love over there. There is only one singular pathing route through the middle here because of this blizzard here and several blizzards. I'm going to go on this territory here. Try to take the turn 1 bonus over there and then push for maybe this bonus here afterwards. This +4 in French-Prussian line. Fixed caps on Waterloo should be interesting. I think Red's going to cap on this 3, which may end up being a problem for us. Blue goes up here. Red does see me here, so maybe he doesn't consider that. Pink could go on this 3 as well. So red pushes out into that. A lot of options for sure. I think it's kind of a no-brainer for red to go here. So we'll see what happens. Pink does not go on this 3, surprisingly. That is a very, very easy +2 in French core. Red does go exactly where we thought he would. I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to gain leverage over the red player from this position because he's going to hold this bonus and he's likely going to play for Hubermalt over there. But we'll see. Maybe he makes a big mistake. White might be up here. This might mean a lot of the top part of the board is just unoccupied as far as caps go. Maybe it would have been better for me to cap on Rosome Farm. Maybe. Unsure. Not an option anymore. We are going to start with, we have 14 territories right now. We'll start with 6 troops. Should be an easy take. We'll hit white here just to hit white here. There's really no reason not to. Try to take some extra material. I could go for this bonus here, but I don't think that's wise with red sitting right there. I honestly think slow roll red over here. Try to reduce their troop count as much as I can. We do win that. Find a little bit of blue over there. I am going to blitz this as well, which we already established. And we will take the 100% roll there. That's about all I can really do right now. But that should hopefully knock red down to 8 if they've been hit in enough other spots. 8 total troops to start. They're going to have a very strong cap spot here. I can maybe push for this bonus on the next turn, but I'm still going to have to defend my capital. Fixed game is going to be tough on this map. It's such a large map, 90 plus territories, I believe. Obviously, you see tons of blizzards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 blizzards. Blue knocks us out of this pocket. That is not surprising in the slightest. I'm interested to see where the pink player goes. Because, again, very surprised they did not cap on this 3 here. And they may still take this bonus. Pink does get 8 troops, so they have at least 12 territories. We managed to hit red twice. So I started with 15. That'll knock him down to at least 13. If he gets hit in 2 more spots, we'll be pretty well off here. But he is going to get 8 troops, and he has the potential to take double +2 at the start here. Pink actually operating up here, interestingly. If he's capped back here at MSJ Gord, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense, in my opinion. Not a very wise cap, but it is a +3, which is not a bad bonus by any means. All right. Red does start with 8. We had a feeling that would happen. He's going to take this. I think he's also going to play for this in here. Ooh, cutting through this. He doesn't know this 3 is here. I don't want to let him hold that. It does not fail. Oh, if he keeps going, if he goes for this, he's not gonna have like anything on cap. I'm gonna rush this right away. Fails that too. So this one comes back to cap or whatever he cut through over here. I think we actually legitimately need to go haywire here. Hit him as hard as we can. I think white probably stops there. He's getting 8 troops. Is he gonna? Did he just blitz a 9-on-8 up there? That'd be bananas if he did. The question here is, do I play through this position on the left, then come around to break here? That might be my best way to do this. I'm going to start with, what are we going to start with? 8. I mean, he knows we're back here. This is an unnecessarily aggressive play by myself, but I actually think it's legitimately the right choice here. Because he can choose to break me on the left, break me on the right, or try to come take my capital, and he can't do everything. Right? So we take all of this over here. Blue, mind you, somehow is up to 14 already. I don't know how. He got the +3 here. He's going to take this bonus here as well. He may have taken all of this back here. Maybe it's possible that he just he didn't put anything on his cap, so he took this bonus alone and then must have taken maybe the double +2 back here. Very good start for blue. Purple, pink does hold Mount St. John as well. So we're playing fixed cards. We got 60-second turn timer, expert level AI, auto setup. Fixed cards, no rank restrictions, alliances, and portals while fucking Blizzard on. Automated AI behavior. Really, the meta settings that we normally would play, but just minus the progressive, and fixed in place of progressive here. So the idea behind this was take as much territory as I can. In this way, you know, I have the potential to hold double +2 here if red doesn't break to the left. I've got the potential to hold +4, +2 on the right if he doesn't break there. He'll have 10 troops to decide what he wants to do. And that's not a whole lot. If I can win his capital, I 1 point hold everything back here. His cap is massively important for our own success here. And if he plays through the left-hand side here, he's not going to have much on his own capital. And he may not even have enough troops to clean me out of here. He does not have enough troops to clean me out. So he can feed me the cap here pretty much for free if he breaks me, which he does do. That will actually knock me. I'm at 12 right now. That fails. He's only going to have like a 3 on the cap here. I could let him hold there, but I fortify the 4 forward, right? He would have he would start with at most 5. So if I got into here, break this, take the cap, don't bother breaking back here. I should start with 8 again. I think I do one more turn of tomfoolery where I continue putting this immense pressure on him. And we clean him out of this way again on the left-hand side. So I honestly think I distribute the pretty much exact same way I just did. Because I think he's going to have troops on this cap again, and I don't necessarily have to take it. Now, the one downside is whoever is on Marinsart here likely traps me back here. 6. That's 5, and then 3 here. I need to get the break off. That's bad. He'll get 5. Bummer. That failing was bad. I was going to pivot to the left, but that's okay. Because he'll start with 5 troops, so 6 on 3. We still don't hold this bonus, but he won't be able to take me out of here and take this bonus. Blue is just absolutely massively snowballing as far as the fixed cards game goes on the left-hand side. He can just 1 point hold this as well, which is crazy. Pink is getting 15, though. If Pink's got enough sitting up here on Self Mesnil Hamlet, might be okay. We do have that artillery trade, by the way, on West Bruyere, which is behind my cap. Not ideal, but I should be able to almost completely knock red out of here then. Because he obviously won't have a trade, and we traded before him. And ideally, that'll net me a bunch of troops as well. So I feel a little bit bad for red, but this was exactly what I needed to do, was just full send this player early because of the positioning that I'm in. He gets 5 troops. He can choose to take the bonus. He can choose to try to play for a different spot. He won't be able to take my capital. He's going to go for this right away. This could fail. It completely fails. No troop loss for me at all. That is actually so good because I can say he doesn't get a card, so we're not at risk of him trading. I'm going to trade anyway, and we're going to clean him. We're going to clean the pocket here. Hopefully nobody's playing in the pocket behind me. That is obviously a risk. We know black and white top right, blue left side, pink kind of in the middle. Black is getting only 7. White was getting 8, and those numbers appear to be the same here. Across turns, white started with 5 actually, so white did lose his bonus to someone. That +3 that he was in, or +2, I guess he only had there. So maybe black is aggressing white. So we're gonna play to clear this pocket. We're gonna clear red out of here. We're gonna clear red up front, and he won't have a trade in. So not a ton of worry there for me. So I'm gonna go like 6 here. We go 4 here. 5 to take all of that, and then I want to make sure, again, clearing the pocket here. So this is quite aggressive of me to play this like this. We're going to have considerably weak cap here right now, but we have a ton of board, so hopefully blue just doesn't have any pathing to none of the blue or pink don't have pathing to me over here, and we'll be all right. This may be the red elimination, but I'd rather him take a card in this spot first. That's why I didn't continue hitting. I'd rather have the buffer, the space buffer here, but this will end up being a 1 point, and this 1 point controls +3, +2, +4, +2. Blue is going to go really heavy into pink here. I think it's almost guaranteed, which is a bummer for pink. This might even get them to bot out because blue's got 40 troops over there. Now, my turn here, however, even if red manages to get through this and somehow into this bonus as well. So we say we lose both of these +2s. We will net 6, 8, 11, double cap for 18. And then I think, we currently have 25 territories, which is 12, 15, 18, 21, 24. That's 5 more troops. We'll get 23 on this next turn, which is pretty big. I've had a solid start here. Pink does get hit. He should retaliate into blue most likely, especially if there's... like, blue may not have many troops on cap here at all, which could end up being to their own detriment. But so that's 23 without holding these 2 bonuses. If we hold those 2 bonuses, it should be up to 27. Well, if we get broken here, we'd be down to 21 instead, or 22 instead of 23 if these 3 territories got lost. But regardless, we're going to get a lot of troops on this next turn if we don't get super broken, and red doesn't have much to play for. So that should be pretty good for us. White did not bot, so that black and white quarrel up there in the top right, pretty impactful. We are also likely to run into pink's cap at some point. I don't think he capped on the line. I think he's in MSJ Gore back here. It does seem like he took quite a few territories off of blue. Blue has all of this junk back here. This should be the end of red right in this spot. I'm just hoping that white and black don't have pathing to this right now, or don't have awareness of this right now, because I'd like to collect these extra cards. I just didn't think it was necessary to do it just then. Because maybe I fail this and then red's able to get in here easily. It's only 2 cards. It's a fixed game. The cards aren't worth nearly as much. And the nice thing on this next turn, I'll be able to defend my capital on this 1-point hold here. This is an absolutely crazy position. I got a bunch of scattered troops that will be able to fortify forward as well. And it does look like we may be losing the red player in this game. But this is kind of how Waterloo works. It's one of the reasons I don't think it's the best caps map in the world, because of how choky and pockety everything is. Whereas like you get like a Europe Advanced map that is many territories, but there's a lot more board opening in a lot of spots. This map doesn't have a ton of territories that are surrounded by that have a ton of different pathway opportunities. You see, like, we do have a 1-point pathing in the middle of the board here. It does place just here. If this is the end of the bot, we'll pick up 2 cards pretty much for free. Bot doesn't take a card. White is getting 5. We'll see what black's getting on this next turn, because I do think that he made a push into white. White trades for 10. I'm not really worried about black or white, which is good for me. I'm mostly worried about the blue player. Hopefully pink. Pink actually botted, so that's not great. That after his turn there, he completely botted out. Blue did seem to run out of time on his turn, though. So I do wonder if it would make the most sense to rush up this way. If I find a pink barrier, it's definitely not. But I'm wondering if it makes sense to go aggress blue fairly early here. In a fixed cards game, I don't know that the caps are going to be the most important thing in the world for me, to be completely honest. Is this the end of red? This is probably the end of red. It is. We get 2 artillery off of that. So this is going to be my fortify. I'm going to bring 9 troops back to capital. This cap, I do believe, is more important than my other one. Blue's still getting... He's getting 21. That was actually less than his last turn, right? Or no, he actually got 20 on the previous turn. I'm almost hoping he finds me, doesn't break me, and we leave the pink 1 here. Although this will likely set. But if he's not super deliberate about his play here... 22 troops here. Takes this? No. Finds pink? No, he's going to come down and break me. But he's going to black. No, he is going to come break me. This is good. I'm glad he's doing this. Because we've got the 1-point hold back here that he won't be able to get through. So I'm glad I brought the troops back to this capital, because I can just play off of the top cap. He cleared a little bit of that line for me there. He doesn't have the elimination on pink here, by the way. So... if pink does not set here, I will get the elimination. He did not leave troops on this line. Now, he may fortify forward here. He fortifies the 12 back. Pink is capless. It does trade, so it's going to nestle itself into here, which is not ideal. That went back. I don't know what that spells for me, though. I'm not crazy about it. It may have just been on this territory, which means he would have had the elimination if he wanted it. Do I have a full trade-in? I don't even have a set here. He won't have a set, so I do have that working in my favor where he shouldn't be able to get through my cap here. White and black still doing their business over there. I think I just put maybe half here and try to bust through him up top. You know, potentially giving up this capital. It's also possible pink is still in here, top left, and caused him some issues, but... we had enough to defend here, which is good. Black and white still battling. It looks like white did retake his +2 here, but I think his cap might not be the best spot up there. Is he going to leave that there? Dang, see, that's not great for me. 9. All right. I like how he says why. Got to get through that. I did just feed him. He's got 28. That sucks. Feed him pink. Do I have a trade? I have a normal trade in. I didn't put anything extra on the capital, though, which is not good. 28. Oh, okay. This won't set him in. And maybe he dives everything into the pocket here. I didn't knock it out of here. No, he'll have a trade in on this next turn. It's funny that he says why after he just came through and broke me all the... Oh, he leaves me the bot. He just left me the bot. For free. He'll break this bonus, but that's not going to defend... It's not going to protect him up here. There was a huge pink stack here that he just gave to me for free. I have a trade in. I just take pink for 3 cards here. That'll insta-set me already. I should be able to make a pretty impactful move here. It's possible he either backed up material or protected himself. You know, maybe he's got a bigger stack at depth here. But this bot plays off this position. Now, the downside to this is if black opts to come find this elimination. That would not be ideal. With black sitting here with the 4, I don't love that. White sets. Interesting. Does this go into... I'm playing this game pretty risky, but you kind of got to do that in fixed cards. I wonder if he just took black's capital. I don't actually think in a fixed cards game it's worth it, though, to try to eliminate black in this position. He has botted. Because, I don't know, white's not going to be worth a ton over here. Black's on 3. Does it put all of it on this 4? You know, maybe you catch it on 4. No, it actually trades here, so I absolutely don't want to worry about this right now. If anything, this acts as a buffer from blue. And if white is over here, maybe it... If white took this whole thing, maybe it re-breaks white. I don't know if that hit left or right. It may also kill pink, too, if it's got the pathing to do that. Which would just kind of get in the way. Hit down. So I don't know if it hit right or if it hit left, but I'm going to put my entire output here up top, plus my trade in, with the full intent of hitting blue. We get fed that elimination, which is good. So black did go up there. And there's another full trade in as well. All right. Worth a shot. He can have this cap. I don't really care about that one. He's getting 8. A set, he'd be able to get through my 12 cap over here. There's a trade. It's only for 4, though. 16 on 12 does not win over here. I'm fine if he takes the middle board because now I have his backboard position. Maybe he goes and eliminates black instead. He might kill black here. I mean, he didn't come for the cap over here, which is exactly why I went this way. Really exhausted his position there, too. This might not even be the elimination on black because white might not have sent enough troops into the pocket over here. So I should be able to retake. I'm holding a ton of board now. Just a ton of board. I'm not going to let him hold this. I don't think white is very strong. I do think he'll get the black elimination here. He could win that. He does win that. That's actually a pretty impressive take on that 3 there. I am holding 40 territories. We still have the 20-something generation back here. White doesn't even get a card somehow. Getting 11 troops, but does not take a card. I handled blue the correct way. If I went for him any later, I was going to be screwed. I needed to disrupt him as early as I could. We were fed that pink kill, which definitely helps. Let's Let's go 4. I need to clear him out of this pocket as best as possible. We go 5 here. We go 6 here, just to make sure I clear all of this. 8. And then he doesn't have a trade-in, so let's do this. I don't think white is that strong. I just wanted to leave some of those troops on capital. That works. He's gonna get like, yeah, he only gets 3. Sweet. Yeah. Wow. This is probably the most aggressive I played a fixed capitals game in a long time. I don't think I had on any one turn here, like finishing a turn, I don't think I had a capital more than 12 troops, right? I think this was the largest I had at 12 troops down here. Managed to even roll the cap sack there. I mean, white by taking black's cap and then playing passively is going to get second place in this game. I just don't think his troop generation is going to be high enough after rolling black to the point where he's going to get enough on the other sides of the board. I am going to trade in again here. I've had pretty solid card luck. We've had either artillery trades or full trades the entire game. No, like blue had that dude trade on the last turn, which like if he had the generation of 8, he had the 4 sitting over here. If you had a full trade in, the 22, eventually 21 on 12 probably wins this capital, but not much else you can do beyond that. And so took advantage of the positioning I took. We bullied red a little bit, got a little bit of lucky dice, but when I cap behind a player like this, and I know that I'm going to get stuck here, and I know they have access to really good bonuses, I have to try to push my advantage as best I can. I cannot afford to not be pushing an advantage at any point in the game. And if I've noticed that, like, all right, red fails the 3-on-1 in this pocket, I have to go for him. That's a much larger stack than I think white had any right to have here. He's not going to get this blue elimination, so I will get the 2 cards off of the bot. He could probably get reasonably far here. He's actually going to almost certainly roll this capital here, but just, yeah, loses 9 troops. Not conducive to victory here for white, because he won't get the blue elimination. And this will be a 3 here, I believe. We'll take the win here. Grasslands is almost certainly a 3. We get 51 troops. We'll go this back here. And big old trade-in right in the middle to take all of this up top. So hit blue here. Oh, it was just a 1. I really thought that was going to be a 3. A loss? It was not. I know where black's cap was. I don't know the exact location of the white player's capital. But I don't know that I'm inherently all that worried, because I simply have 72 territories. I don't even think it's a big deal if I open one up. Oh, okay. He was capped here with black behind. That would explain why black was able to break him. We won't be able to world dom. Good game. Well played. And a big old thumbs up to the white player here. This was... I don't really think people... They will think I have steamrolled this game. 30-minute fixed caps game. They will think I have steamrolled this game. I played well, all things considered. I do think I made most of the correct decisions. But, guys, this was a really lucky game for me. Both with the trade-ins, but more that, like, red failed the roll on the cap here. Red failed the roll within his bonus twice. If those go different ways, red may be able to push me out of there. Intermediate on red and blue. Master on white. Had a feeling white was decent. Did not really understand the card skip there on that one turn. But solid player. Picked a decent cap. Got capped behind. Same with red. I capped behind him because I had the material over there. And I thought, all right, maybe we get this quick. I can push into him. We were able to do that. Be good around black and pink. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. And join as a channel member. I'm going to open up channel memberships to allow you to help choose a map or settings for either the Thursday or Saturday videos in the future. So if you've ever thought about becoming a channel member and wanting to have an impact on the videos that you see, that's the best way to do it. As always, everybody, I have been C Money. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a tremendous rest of your day. Peace.